Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit, Adi Leela, chapter 3, entitled The External Reasons for Lord Chaitanya's Appearance, text number 6. ब्रह्मारा एक दिने तीहो एक बार अवतीर्ण हया करेण प्रकट विहार. ब्रह्मारा एक दिने तीहो एक बार अवतीर्ण हया प्रभु प्रकट विहार. ब्रह्मारा एक दिन तीन्हो एक बार अवतीर्ण हय प्रभु करेण अवतीर्ण हय करेण प्रकट विहार. ब्रह्मारा एक दिन तीय एक बार अवतीर्ण है करेण प्रकट विहार. माताजी ब्रह्मारा of Lord Brahma, Eka, one, Dine, in the day, Tinho, he, Ekabar, one time, Avatirna, descended, Haya, being, Karena, performs, Prakata, manifest, Vihar, pastimes. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Once in a day of Brahma, he descends to this world to manifest his transcendental pastimes. Should we take more slokas or what is the next also? Satya Treta Dvapara Kali Chari Yuga Jani Se Chari Yuge Divya Eka Yuga Mani. We know that there are 4 ages, namely Satya, Treta, Dvapara and Kali. These 4 together constitute one Divya Yuga. एकात्तर चतुर्युगे एकमन्वंतर 14 मन्वंतर ब्रह्मारा दिवस भीतर. 71 Divya Yugas constitute one Manvantar. There are 14 Manvantaras in one day of Brahma. A Manvantar is the period controlled by one Manu. The region of 14 Manus equals to the length of one day in the life of Brahma, and the night of Brahma is of same duration. These calculations are given in the authentic astronomy book known as Surya Siddhanta. A Bengali translation of this book was compiled by the great professor of astronomy and mathematics Bimal Prasad Datta, later known as Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami, who was our merciful spiritual master. He was honored with the title Siddhanta Saraswati for translating the Surya Siddhanta, and the title Goswami Maharaj was added when he accepted sannyas, the renounced lot of life. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I offer my humble obeisances unto all the assembled devotees who came here for today morning's session. I seek blessings from His Grace Prajahari Prabhu. Prabhu, with your permission and blessings, I'll speak a few words about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance as described in this chapter of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Recently we celebrated Gaura Purnima, and the chapter is the external reasons for Lord Chaitanya's appearance. And in this chapter we read a couple of shlokas now that are describing Krishna's appearance and Gauranga's appearance came together in these pages of Bhagavatam today, Chaitanya Charitamrita today. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says in these few shlokas that once in a day of Brahma, Lord Krishna descends onto this planet Earth. And in a day of Brahma, there are 1000 Divya Yugas. One Divya Yuga is a combination of 4 Yugas: Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. So, the combination of 4 Yugas is one Divya Yuga or one Chatur Yuga. And like that, 1000 Divya Yugas are there within one day of Brahma. And that day of Brahma is divided into 14 parts. Just like our day is divided into 24 parts. Each part is called 1 hour. Similarly, Brahma's one day is divided into 14 parts. Each part is called 1 Manvantar. And 1 Manvantar has about 71 Divya Yugas. So that's the cosmic time. Time is relative. Okay. Brahma's one day and our one day are different. Our one day and the one day of the Devatas in the upper planets, Svargalok, that's different. Okay. Anyways, our main interest is in the descent of Lord Krishna on this planet more than the time calculations. Right? So, Krishna appears once in a day of Brahma. Why does he appear? There are multiple reasons. So let's explore different reasons for Krishna's appearance. I can see right in front of me all these beautiful carvings there above all of us. Kamsa is hearing that prediction about Krishna's descent as the 8th child of Mother Devaki. Then in Kamsa's prison cell, Krishna appears Then he goes to Vrindavan. Vasudeva carries him, takes him to Mother Yashoda. And then Nandotsav happens in Vrindavan. And Krishna kills several demons like Putana, Aghasur, Bakasur, Sekatasur, Vatsasur, Vyomasur. And he comes back to Mathura. I don't know what's here. So Krishna appears on this planet to perform so many beautiful pastimes. And the appearance of Krishna is described in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, and the reason for the appearance of Krishna is discussed in the pages of Bhagavad-gita. Of course, Bhagavatam also talks about reasons for Krishna's descent, but let's begin with Bhagavad-gita. Krishna says, when does he appear? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam shrujamyaham. Whenever there is a decline in dharma and increase in adharma, Krishna appears to reverse the situation. Dharma should increase and adharma should decrease. Dharma, the word dharma is understood in various ways. One understanding of dharma is a set of values, virtues, principles. Another understanding of dharma is duty that we need to perform. Another understanding of dharma, a deeper understanding of dharma, is the intrinsic characteristic of any entity. A flower is there. It is supposed to emanate fragrance. Sugar is there. It's supposed to be sweet. Salt particle is there. It's supposed to be salty. That's the intrinsic characteristic of a salt particle or a sugar particle. That is dharma. Okay? Dharma is duty from one perspective. Dharma is also a set of values and virtues and principles and morals and ethics from another perspective. But from the perspective of the scriptures, of course, these are also scriptural perspectives, but from another deeper perspective, dharma refers to the intrinsic characteristic of anything or any person. So just like sugar's dharma is to be sweet, what is the soul's dharma? Soul's dharma is to love Krishna and serve Krishna. The intrinsic characteristic of a soul is to love Krishna, to serve Krishna. That's the swarupa of the soul. Jivera swarupa hai Krishnera nitya das. Every jiva is by nature a servant of Krishna. That's the jiva swarupa. And some servants serve Krishna in a particular mood, particular flavor. And we have different rasas. Dasya rasa, Vatsalya rasa, etc., etc. But essentially, everybody is a servant of Krishna. Jivera swarupahai Krishnera nitya das. Okay? That's the intrinsic characteristic. That's the dharma of a soul, who is essentially an amsha of Krishna. Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhutaha sanatanaha. All the souls, all the jivas are my amshas, and the jivas swarupa, our intrinsic nature, is to love Krishna and to serve Krishna, to offer loving devotional service unto Krishna. So, when Krishna descends, he descends to establish dharma and eradicate adharma. From another perspective, dharma is standing on four legs. What are the four legs of dharma? Satyam, Daya, Tapaha, Shaucham. Okay? These are the four pillars of dharma. Satyam, Daya, Tapaha, Shaucham. Satyam is truthfulness. Daya, compassion. Tapaha, austerity. Austerity means to voluntarily accept some inconveniences upon oneself for a higher purpose. Tapaha, austerity. Shaucham means cleanliness. Internal cleanliness, external cleanliness. So in this way, dharma is supposed to stand on four pillars. But because of the increase of adharma, there are different aspects of adharma. To be envious, to be arrogant, to be proud, to be jealous, to be cruel, to have lust, envy, pride, greed, etc. All these anarthas, these are all different friends of adharma or servants of adharma. So when these aspects of adharma are increasing and when these aspects of dharma are decreasing, Krishna tries to reverse the situation by descending in some incarnation. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, Narasimha, Rama, Parashurama, and in his self-same form as Lord Sri Krishna. Krishna appears. Okay. To be more specific, Krishna gives 3 particular reasons for his descent in the next shloka. What is that? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya sadhunam, to protect the righteous people. Vinashaya cha dushkritam, to annihilate, to punish the miscreants. Dharma samsthapanarthaya, for the purpose of establishing dharma, Krishna appears. Protecting his devotees is his priority. Punishing demons is a byproduct of his attempt to protect his devotees. Okay. And he also establishes dharma. And we discussed so many definitions of dharma. Yes, Krishna comes to establish all these aspects of dharma. But ultimately Krishna appears to inaugurate the supreme dharma of all living beings, that is Bhagavata dharma, that is Bhakti Yoga. And only by practicing that Bhagavata dharma, only by performing bhakti unto Krishna, are we completely satisfied at heart. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radhokshaje ahaituki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. The supreme duty, supreme dharma of every living being is to render pure, unalloyed, unmotivated, uninterrupted devotional service unto Krishna. So perform bhakti unto Krishna, that's your dharma, and that bhakti has to be performed without any motivations, without any selfish desires, without any ulterior motives or agendas. Ahituki, apratihata, without any interruptions or breaks or irregularities or inconsistencies. Perform bhakti. Then yayatma suprasidati, when the heart is completely satisfied. So Krishna wants to establish this kind of dharma, Bhagavata dharma. Ahituki apratihata bhakti dharma, that's the purpose of his descent. Apart from other regular aspects of dharma. Martyavatarastviha martya sikshanam raksho vadhaya ivanna kevalam vibho. In the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the purpose of Lord Ramachandra's descent is described. We discussed about purpose of Krishna's descent. And basically, the Lord's descent in various forms. Paritranaya sadhunam and all. What we discussed is applicable to Ram also. But specifically, there is a shloka about Lord Ramachandra in the 5th canto of Bhagavatam. That shloka describes the purpose of Lord Ram's descent. Martyavatarastviha martya sikshanam. Martya avataraha. Lord Ram appeared in the human society. Martya means a human being. Mriti means death. Martya means one who is destined to die. Human being. Or any living being. This place is called Martya Loka, place of death. Nobody who takes birth here will live in this body permanently. Anyone who has taken birth here has to die. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmada pariharyerthe natvam shochitum arhatsi. Krishna says in Bhagavad-gita, one who has taken birth here is supposed to die. One who dies has to take birth again, provided there is karma. If one does bhakti, then after death he need not take birth again. That's clear. Tyaktva deham punarjanmaneti mameti sorjuna. Anyways, coming back to our original discussion, Krishna establishes dharma. Krishna comes here to establish dharma. So on one level, dharma is to follow morals, virtues. So Lord Ram, Martyavatarastu iha Martya Sikshanam. He appeared in this Martya Loka as a Martya in the form of a human being. For what? Martya Sikshanam. To train human beings in dharma. Raksho vadhayeva na kevalam vibho. Killing demons is not the only purpose of Lord Ram's descent. Apparently it seems that Ram appeared to kill Ravan. Is that the only thing that he has done in his entire manifest pastimes of 13,000 years or 11,000 years? He did so many other things. Killing Raman is an effortless job for Lord Ramachandra. So, Raksho Vadhayaiva. Apparently, whenever some demons create some trouble in this universe, all these demons go to Lord Vishnu and request him, please descend in some form. Then Lord appeared in the form of Ram and killed the demons. So killing the demons is not the only reason for the Lord's descent. Martya Sikshanam. The Lord wants to train His devotees, train the human beings in values, in virtues, in ultimately Bhagavata Dharma. Ram appeared and he acted as an ideal son, ideal husband, ideal king, ideal everything. And set the ideals and set a good example for common human beings to follow. That's the purpose of Lord Ram's descent, establishing Dharma. Now Bhagavatam further says about Krishna's appearance. The reasons for Krishna's appearance. Jai SriSriRadhaRasbihariTemple ki jai. Who says in Bhagavatam? Kunti Maharani, Mother Kunti describes the reasons for Lord Ramachandra's descent. One shloka, she says, Kechidahurajam jatam punya shlokaya kirtaye yadoh priyasyan vavaye malayasya ivachandanam. Kechidahurajam jatam. Some people say that Lord Krishna appeared punya shlokasya kirtaye, to expand the glories of great devotees, great kings. Some people say that the Lord appeared to expand the influence of pious kings. Punya shlokaya kirtaye. Yadoho priyasya anvavaye malayasya ivachandanam. He appeared in the Yadu dynasty just like Chandan appears in Malaya hills. He appeared in the dynasty of Yadus to reciprocate with the devotion of Yadu. And she gives a big set of reasons. Apareva sudevasya devakyam yachito bhyagat. Lord appeared as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva in reciprocation with their prayers to have him as their son. Lord also appeared in reciprocation with the prayer offered by Lord Brahma for the protection of this universe. Kshemayaja, Bhavayacha, for the prosperity and for the welfare of all the living beings on this planet, the Lord appeared. So like that, she gives a long list of reasons, but at the end she says, there is a bigger reason for your appearance. What is that? Bhavesmin klishyamananam avidya kama karma bhihim shravanasmaranarhani karishyan iti kechana. Bhavesmin klishyamananam. In this material world, so many people are undergoing so many kleshas. You understand klesha? Suffering. Klishyamananam. Why there is klesha? In the second line, Kunti Mata says, avidya kama karma bhihi. Avidya. Because there is ignorance of our own original identity as a servant of Krishna. Our Swarupa is, we are servants of Krishna. Jivera Swarupa hai Krishnera Nityadas. But we have forgotten that. We are ignorant of our original position as servants of Krishna. Avidya is there. Because of avidya there is kama. Avidya is material ignorance. Kama means material desire. So many material desires are being born out of our ignorance of our real identity. Avidya, kama, karma bhihi. That kama leads to karma. Right? Karma means material activities. And that karma leads to klesha. Material reactions, difficulties, miseries. Avidya, kama, karma, klesha. Avidya leads to kama, kama leads to karma, karma leads to klesha. So this is the situation of conditioned souls in this material world. Isn't it? And how is this situation of the conditioned souls connected to Krishna's descent? In the next half of the shloka, Kunti Mata says. She says, Bhavesmin klishyamananam avidya kama karma bhihi shravana smarana arhani karishyan iti kechana. Shravana smarana arhani. Shravana means to hear about Krishna. Smarana means to remember Krishna. Arhani means to worship Krishna. Karishyan iti kechana. Oh Krishna, you appeared on this planet to inaugurate the path of bhakti yoga, to do avishkar of the process of devotional service, which includes Ravana, Smarana, Arhana, which includes hearing, chanting, worshipping, etc. So, essentially, the purpose of Krishna's descent is to inspire us in devotional service. Apart from doing some pastimes with devotees and destroying demons, etc. He mainly wants the conditioned souls to take to the path of bhakti and be reinstated in their original constitutional position as loving servants of Krishna. That's the purpose of Krishna's descent. There are many other purposes, but in relationship to the conditioned soul, this is the purpose. Okay? The Lord definitely appears to perform sweet pastimes. Iti driksvalila bhirananda kunde svaghosham nimajjantam akhypayantam tadiyeshitagneshu bhaktayarjitatvam punah prematastam shatavriti vandi. Iti driksvalila bhir. Lord Krishna appeared on this planet to perform so many beautiful leelas. Svaghosham nimajjantam akhypayantam ananda kunde. He wants to immerse his dear devotees in pools of ecstasy by performing leelas like Damodar Leela, Mradabhakshana Leela, which we are seeing in front of us. Okay? He wants to immerse his devotees in pools of bliss, pools of spiritual ecstasy. That's one reason, definitely. But that reason is more relatable to elevated devotees, evolved devotees. But here is a reason which is specifically meant for conditioned souls who are not yet practicing bhakti. So Krishna comes to rejuvenate the process of devotional service and attract the hearts of common people towards the path of bhakti yoga so that they can be reinstated in their original glory, original constitutional position as loving servants of Krishna and perform bhakti yoga. That's one of the most significant purposes of Krishna's descent on this planet. Why does he come? Once in a day of Brahma. For this purpose, to attract us to bhakti. And why does Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu come? This whole chapter, I spoke a little bit about this one particular shloka. Once in a day of Brahma, Krishna appears. We discussed several reasons for his appearance. We discussed the reasons for Ram's appearance also, Krishna's appearance also, Bhagavatam's perspective, Bhagavad-gita's perspective we have seen, Chaitanya Charitamrita's perspective we are discussing. Why does Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu come? He comes for the purpose of establishing again bhakti yoga, establishing yuga dharma, which is Harinam Sankirtan. Because bhakti unto the Lord or connection with the Lord is established through different ways in different yugas. Different yugas have different yuga dharmas. And in Kali Yuga, the dharma of living beings to connect with Krishna is to chant the holy names of Krishna. Kalautad Harikirtanat. In Kali Yuga, we are meant to chant the holy names of Krishna. We are meant to perform Hari Kirtana, Harinama Sankirtana, Sri Krishna Sankirtan, to be connected to Krishna. So to establish that path of bhakti, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended in the form of a sannyasi. Krishna descended in the form of a devotee of Krishna. That is the speciality of Mahaprabhu's appearance. So Mahaprabhu is the Lord and is also the devotee. Simultaneously, he is both the Lord and the devotee. Govardhan mountain is Krishna, not different from Krishna, but also Haridasa Varya, a servant of Krishna. We offer flute and peacock feather to Govardhan mountain also. And we also call Govardhan as a servant of Krishna. Nijapati bhuja danda chhatra bhavam prapadya pratihata madadhrishto danda devendra garva. Nijapati bhuja danda. Who is the Nijapati, the master of Govardhan? Krishna. And Krishna's hand became like a danda. And Govardhan became like a chhatri. Chhatra bhavam prapadya. So Govardhan is a devotee of Krishna. At the same time, Govardhan is Krishna also. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Lord, definitely, but is also a devotee of Krishna. Krishna said in Bhagavad-gita, Satatam kirta yanto mam, always chant my holy names. But not many people took it seriously. Then Krishna thought, I think I must personally teach this. I must personally perform this Satatam kirta yanto mam and teach them how to do it. So after 4,500 years, Krishna appeared as a devotee and he did Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. Seeing him, we are doing now. When he just said in Bhagavad-gita, not many people took it very seriously. Therefore, Advaitacharya became very concerned. Krishna, you said Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, but not many are doing Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. They are doing many other kirtans. So you please come and do kirtan and tell us, show us how to do kirtan. Then they will take it seriously. Then the Lord appeared and he did Harinam Sankirtan. Right? That's the purpose of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent. Apart from many other confidential purposes, okay, of experience in the mode of Srimati Radharani. So, the Lord descends primarily, or one of the most important purposes of Lord's descent is to attract us towards His loving pastimes, to inspire us to perform bhakti. Whether it is the form of Ram or Krishna or Lord Chaitanya or many other forms, it's to inspire bhakti in us, to give us a sense of security in His loving service, to announce that I am there for you, I am your supreme protector, you just take shelter of me. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janaha paryupasate tesham nitya abhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. You are in difficulty, I will come in some form to protect you, don't worry. Prahlad, you are in difficulty, I will come as Narasimhadev to protect you. You continue on bhakti. Your focus should be on bhakti. Your protection is my responsibility. Okay. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksha ishyami masuchaha. You keep aside all other kinds of dharmas. Take up this supreme dharma of mamekam sharanam raja. When Krishna said sarva dharman parityajya, what does it mean? He is not emphasizing on giving up dharma. Read the next line, then you will understand. Many people ask this question, why Krishna is saying sarva dharman parityajya? On one hand, he is saying in the 4th chapter that dharma samsthapana arthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. And at the end of Bhagavad-gita, he says sarva dharman parityajya. This dharma and that dharma are different. Right? There are multiple meanings of dharma. If he came to establish dharma, how can he say give up dharma? No, he is not speaking about giving up dharma. Sarva dharman parityajya means to give up, to relinquish, to throw away. Sarva dharman parityajya means you give up dharma. That's not the intention. Next shloka, next line he says, Mamekam sharanam raja. The focus is not on giving up dharma, but on going up in dharma. Give up lower dharma, accept a higher dharma. Arjuna ultimately agreed to fight not because he understood his kshatriya dharma. He understood that I am a servant of Krishna. You got it? So Arjuna's participation in the battle of Kurukshetra is not mere kshatriya dharma. It is Bhagavata dharma. Mamekam sharanam raja. Krishna, let me surrender unto your will. Your will is to establish dharma. Therefore, I must participate in this fight and assist you in paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanarthaya. That is my dharma. When Krishna said sarva dharman parityajya, he said that give up all lower conceptions of dharma. Keep aside all your lower, substandard and very preliminary conceptions of dharma. Keep them aside. Embrace this higher conception of dharma, which is Mamekam sharanam raja, to take my shelter, to act according to my will. That is Krishna's intention. So, the ultimate dharma is to do and think and speak in accordance with the pleasure of Krishna. Whatever we take up, whatever we do, let's do it to please Krishna. Samsiddhir haritoshanam. We may be following Varna Dharma or Ashram Dharma or different dharmas, but ultimately purpose of all dharmas is to please Lord Hari. Ataha pumbhir dvijasreshta varnashrama vibhagashaha svanushthitasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshanam. Haritoshanam, the pleasure of Lord Hari, should be the ultimate goal, ultimate purpose of following all your dharmas. Therefore Krishna said, Mamekam sharanam raja. Dharma word is understood from multiple perspectives, from multiple angles. Keep those angles unparking for a while. See the word dharma from this perspective, higher perspective, that is, Mamekam sharanam raja, work for my pleasure, take my shelter, surrender unto me. Okay? Surrender unto me. I will take care of you. That's the highest dharma. To take shelter of Krishna is the highest dharma. And all others are subordinate dharmas to this higher principle of dharma. Taking shelter of God, loving God, serving God. When you love God, you love those who love God. You love those who are trying to love God. and you love everyone whom God loves. Right? Everything is included in love of God. When you love God, you love God. You love those who love God, pure devotees. You love those who are trying to love God, practicing devotees, sadhakas. And you love everyone God loves, every single living being. So in love of God, in Krishna Prema, in Bhagavata Dharma, in Bhakti Dharma, everything else is included. All compassion, gratitude, all the Vaishnava qualities are included in it. Kshatriya Dharma, Varna Dharma, Ashram Dharma, all these things are there as subordinates, as accompaniments of the supreme Dharma of taking shelter of Krishna. So we need to keep Krishna number one. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Right? So now coming to Mahaprabhu's descent. He appeared to establish the Yuga Dharma of Harinam Sankirtan. You chant the holy names of Krishna. So if our dharma is to love Krishna and serve Krishna, and currently in this conditioned state we don't have so much love for Krishna, we don't have so much of service attitude towards Krishna, we need to cultivate that. We need to develop that. We will be able to develop that love for Krishna by chanting the names of Krishna. That's how chanting the holy names of Krishna becomes the greatest dharma, especially for people in Kali Yuga. For all yugas, of course. Now, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in this book only, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, in the Madhya Lila, he says, Chirada dattam nijagupta vittam swaprema nama amritamatyudaraham apamaram yo vitatara gauraha krishno janebhyastamaham prapadye. Chirad adattam. For a long time, the Lord has not given this special gift to all of us. What is that? Nijagupta vittam, his own secret transcendental treasure. What is that? Prema, swaprema, namamritamatyudaraha. He has not given Krishna prema, and the Lord has appeared on this planet to bestow Krishna prema. Through Krishna nama, chant the holy names of Krishna. Chant Krishna nam, so that you can attain Krishna prema. And once you attain Krishna prema, continue to chant Krishna nam with prema. So that's the purpose of Lord's descent. And how holy name can connect us to Krishna. Because namna makari bahudha nija sarva shakti tatrarpita niyamita smaranena kalaha. The names of Krishna are so potent that Krishna has invested all his potencies in the holy names of Krishna. And the holy names are extremely merciful. They have the Shakti to maintain us. They have the Shakti to uplift us from wherever we are. The Lord personally appears in the form of His holy name to uplift us, to liberate us, to protect us. Ajamil was on deathbed. He was about to be taken to hellish planets by the Yamadutas. He just chanted Narayana. Immediately, the Lord descended. Holy name provided all protection to Ajamil. Okay. Holy name has all potencies. Holy name is extremely merciful. Prachetas are saying, Namo namah klesha vinashanaya nirupitodara guna vayaya mano vacho vega purojavaya sarvakshamargair agatadhvane namaha. Namo namah klesha vinashanaya. O Lord, klesha, you are the destroyer of all suffering, because your holy name is very merciful. Nirupita udara guna vayaya. Your guna, your qualities, and ahvaya means your names, all are udara, extremely benevolent. That benevolence is a characteristic of the Lord, and in the form of holy name, in the Nama avatar of the Lord has so many names, so many forms. One form is Nam, the holy name. So in this form as holy name, Krishna is extremely benevolent. Nirupita, it has been proved. This conclusion has been settled. The universal history, spiritual history of this universe proves that Krishna's names are extremely merciful. Nirupita udara guna vayaya mano vacho vega purojavaya sarvakshamargair agatadhvane namaha. Although the Lord is very difficult to comprehend, very much inaccessible to common people, still the Lord becomes easily accessible to them in the form of holy name. Holy name is the most easily available and accessible form of Krishna. When we are in a contaminated state, we cannot access the deity form of Krishna. We cannot enter the altar. And when we are in a contaminated state, we cannot worship the deities or access certain. We may not be able to enter the temple without taking bath. We may not enter a dham without having some purification externally. But holy name, in any state, we can accept. Nam is most accessible. And not only that, it's the sweetest also. It's very sweet. Madhura madhura metan mangalam mangalanam sakala nigamavalli satphalam chitsvarupam sakridapi parigitam shraddhaya helayava bhruguvara naramatram tarayet Krishna nama. Of all the sweet things, the sweetest thing is the holy name of Krishna. Of all the auspicious things, the most auspicious thing is the holy name of Krishna. It is so sweet to say Krishna, 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 Krishna. Alam 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 eka praninam patakanam nirasana vishayeya Krishna Krishneti vani yedi bhavati mukunde bhaktirananda sandra karatala kalitasa moksha samrajya lakshmi. Alam alam alameka praninam patakanam. That form of Krishna that can completely destroy all the patakas, all the sinful reactions of living beings is the holy name of Krishna. All forms have that potency, but holy name is a very accessible, merciful form of the Lord that can destroy all our reactions. Not just that, we don't chant the holy names of Krishna just to destroy our sinful reactions. That's a mere byproduct of the process of chanting. The main product is attaining Krishna prema. Nirasana vishayeya Krishna Krishneti vani. Krishna, Krishna, this vani, this sound, Krishna, Krishna. Nirasana vishayeya. We will be completely relieved from all the external vishaya, material enjoyment because of chanting the holy names of Krishna. And yadi bhavati mukunde bhaktirananda sandra, holy name can immerse us in a condensed ocean of nectar of Krishna's names, of Krishna, of bliss, spiritual bliss. So that's the potency of holy name. Namani prathayena te sukrutinam tanvanti tundotsavam dhamani prathayanti hanta jalada shyamani netranjanam samani shruti saskuli muralika jatanyalankurvate kamani vrita chetasami havibho nashabi nashobhate. Namani pranayena te sukrutinam tanvanti tundotsavam. When a devotee chants the holy names of Krishna, tundotsavam, devotee experiences great ecstasy. The tongue of a devotee, tunda means tongue, utsava means celebration. The tongue is celebrating. When the holy name of Krishna is dancing on the tongue of a holy name, of a devotee, devotee is experiencing great bliss, celebration. Oh, this is festival. Namani pranayena te sukrutinam tanvanti tundotsavam. It's a celebration for the tongue to utter the name Krishna. Dhamani prathayanti hanta jalada shyamani netranjanam. When we take darshan of the beautiful form of RadhaRasbihari, that darshan is an ornament for the eye. Shyamani netranjanam. People put that ointment around the eye. That's a decoration. But the real decoration for the eye is the form of Krishna. The real decoration for the tongue is the name of Krishna. Samani shruti saskulim muralika jatanyalankurvate. What is the shruti saskuli means ears. Okay, the medium through which we hear. What is the decoration for the ears? What is the real ornament of the ear, real earring? The holy name of Krishna. The flute song of Krishna. Right? Shyamani shruti saskulim muralika jatanyalankurvate samani vrita kamani vrita chetasami havibho nashami nashobhate. Because I have developed attraction to Krishna's name, Krishna's form, I don't take any pleasure in external material desires. My heart is not getting excited with the proposal of fulfillment of certain material desires. No, I don't want that. This is what a devotee is excited with. Okay. So devotee, in reciprocation with Krishna's attempt to reclaim him, devotee takes to the path of bhakti sincerely. Yayathamam prapadyante tamstataiva bhajami aham. Every day morning we come here and then say, Govindamadi Purusham tamaham bhajami. We say that, right? Tam aham bhajami. I worship you. And Krishna is saying, Tam stataiva bhajami aham. He is also using the same words. You are doing aham bhajami, I am doing bhajami aham. Right? We say aham bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham tam aham bhajami. And he is also saying bhajami aham. The way you do bhajan of me, I will do bhajan of you. Basically, the way you approach me, I will reciprocate with you. So Krishna is approaching us with an intention to reclaim us, to take us to the spiritual world, to reinstate us in Bhakti Yoga. We need to reciprocate with Krishna's desire by accepting the path of Bhakti sincerely, seriously, with great enthusiasm, without any distractions in the mind. Shrinvanti gayanti granantya bhikshnashaham smaranti nandanti tavehitam janaha tayeva pashyantya tavakam bhavapravaho paramam padambujam. Shrinvanti, those who hear about Krishna. Gayanti, those who sing about Krishna. Grananti abhikshnasaha, those who accept Krishna's instructions constantly and try to implement them in their lives. Those who dedicate their lives for the process of bhakti. And those who also take pleasure when others are doing bhakti. Such people are eligible for Krishna's grace. Such people are eligible to attain Krishna's lotus feet. Tayeva pashyanti achirena tavakam. Only those people will be able to see the beautiful lotus feet of Krishna. Achirena, very fast. Very soon. Bhavapravaho uparamam padambujam. And they will cross this ocean of material birth and death. Right? So there is an eagerness in accepting the path of bhakti as instructed by Krishna. There is an eagerness in chanting the holy names of Krishna, which is an integral part of bhakti. In fact, which is the most essential part of bhakti. Constant chanting of the holy names of Krishna. Yoga shrutyupapatti nirjanavana dhyanadbhasam bhavita swarajyam pratipadya nirbhayamami mukta bhavantu dvijaham asmakam tu kadamba kunja kuhara pronmiladindivara shrenishyamaladhamana majushatam janmastu lakshavadhi. Different yogis may be excited with the proposal of entering some solitary forest, doing some nirjana bhajan or nirjan dhyan and thinking themselves to be liberated. It may happen also. Fine, let it happen. I am not excited with that. Then what are you excited about? Asmakam tu kadamba kunja kuhara pronmiladindivara shrenishyamaladhamana majushatam janmastu lakshavadhi. I am excited to chant the holy names of Krishna, whose beautiful form outsmarts the beauty of a kadamba forest, which contains a beautiful lake filled with blue lotuses. Imagine a kadamba forest. Amidst the kadamba forest, there is a lake and there are beautiful blue lotuses in Divara, and the kadamba pollen is falling around these lotuses. Yellow, blue. Such a beautiful scene, right? I spoke it a little faster, but you just close your eyes and enter into deep meditation. Ah, such a wonderful place. So beautiful. But Krishna's form outsmarts the beauty of this kadamba grove. And I am excited to chant that name of Krishna, not entering some nirjan forests and doing some dhyan. So holy name of Krishna has that potency, that sweetness, that ability to excite us, to be hooked to that holy name forever. If only we have the right consciousness. We may think that, Hare, what is he speaking? Holy name will hook us. At least I can do some services. I feel more absorbed. When I'm reading Shastra also, I may be a little more absorbed. But when I'm chanting, I get spaced out, my mind goes here and there. Anyone thinks like that here? Anyone here? Me also. So chanting for 8 hours, studying for 8 hours, serving for 8 hours, which is easy. Huh? Serving is easy. Means engaging one's senses in Krishna's service is relatively easier than engaging mind in Krishna's seva. Engaging intelligence in Krishna's service and understanding Shastra also may be relatively easier compared to engaging mind in concentrating on the holy name of Krishna. Every few seconds mind is going. Yato nischalati banas chinchalamassthiram. Bring the mind back, bring the mind back. So entire japa becomes like an exhaustive experience of bringing the mind back, bringing the mind back. Sometimes we give up, let the mind wander. My mouth will utter, my hand will count, let the mind wander. I am unable to bring it back. After a few runs, we will remember, Hare, Krishna said, bring the mind back. Let me try, bring the mind back. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You see, it's very difficult. However, that's the topmost. To get connected to Krishna through mind's emotions is considered on the higher level. As Krishna said in Bhagavad-gita, what was that shloka? Mayyeva mana adhatsva mayi buddhim niveshaya. Mayyeva mana adhatsva means you engage your mind in me. If you can't do that, engage your intelligence in me. If you can't do that, engage your senses in serving me. So these 3 levels, connecting with Krishna through mind, through intelligence and through senses, they're technically called Smaranatmika Bhakti, Mananatmika Bhakti and Abhyasa Rupa Bhakti. Smaranatmika Bhakti means you are trying to connect with Krishna with your mind's emotions. You are remembering Krishna. You are meditating on Krishna. Mananatmika Bhakti means you are trying to engage your intelligence in Krishna's service, buddhi in Krishna's service by trying to understand Krishna's tattva nicely. And Abhyasa Rupa Bhakti means you are practicing bhakti by engaging your senses in various services. All 3 are required. Srila Prabhupada has given us all 3. Chant holy names of Krishna, 16 rounds at least in the morning. It may take a couple of hours. If you are a little fast, 1.5 hours. So that is one engagement. Then hear Bhagavatam. Use your intelligence in connecting with Krishna. Then whole day you do some service. So all 3 we are doing. But of all 3, the first one, Smaranatmika, is little more difficult. And ultimately, all the services that we do should bring us to this position of constantly doing Smarana of Krishna. Smartavyaha satatam Vishnu vismartavyo najatuchit sarve vidhi nishedhasyur etayoreva kinkaraha. All the rules and regulations, prescriptions and prohibitions in all the Shastras are meant to bring us to this conclusion. The essence of all those vidhis and nishedhas is this 2 lines. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. So, internally you are constantly thinking about Krishna. You are meditating on the names of Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. So that constant chanting, Kirtaniya Sada Harihi, is the aim. Smaranatmika Bhakti is the goal. To be able to constantly be absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna, and with those thoughts render service to Krishna. With those thoughts understand the tattva of Krishna. So this is what our Shastras speak. Okay. So for that we need to get mercy of the Lord, get mercy of the Acharyas, get blessings of the Vaishnavas. Then we will be able to accept the process of bhakti in all these 3 levels and eventually increase the first level of Smaranatmika Bhakti. Eventually, gradually increase our taste for absorbing our minds in the holy name of Krishna. Not only our senses in Krishna's seva, not only our intelligence in understanding Krishna's tattva, but our minds in Krishna's holy names. Krishna, 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 Krishna. And that's what Mahaprabhu is constantly doing in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita as described here. And that's why Mahaprabhu has come here to establish Yuga Dharma, the holy name of Krishna. For that, 4 qualities are most essential. to be able to constantly chant the holy names of Krishna, either internally or externally, whatever, we need 4 qualities. You know what are they? Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniyah sada harihi. Humility, not arrogance, not pride, humility. Second, tolerance. There are so many dualities in this world: success, failure, victory, defeat, happiness, distress. So many dualities. World is filled with dualities. We should try to cultivate that tolerance. We should be able to tolerate that dualities. Then third, respect everyone. And fourth, don't expect respect for yourself. Don't hanker to be honored by others. Be eager to honor everyone. When we have this quality, when we have these qualities, 4 qualities, then performing Bhakti Yoga becomes easy, and chanting the holy names of Krishna constantly also becomes easy. Even while rendering service to Krishna, sometimes there is a sense of achievement, accomplishment, pride, arrogance. I did more service, you did less service, I am better than you, I am greater than you. So these kinds of unwanted desires and conceptions and feelings in a devotee may creep in when we don't cultivate these qualities. Apart from practicing bhakti, apart from doing Shravana, Smarana, Arhana, Shravana, Kirtana, we should also parallelly put our effort to cultivate and embrace this mode of humility, tolerance, respecting others and not expecting respect for oneself. Then Kirtanaya Sadahari is possible. Becoming an object of Krishna's grace is possible. Right? Then we will be able to effectively reciprocate with Krishna's desire to reclaim us. Krishna is not impressed with our talents, skills, accomplishments, external successes. He is impressed with our bhakti. Manye dhana bhijana rupa tapashrutaujaha tejaha prabhava bala paurusha buddhi yoga naradhanaya hi bhavanti parasya pumso bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayuthapaya. Dhana, abhijana, rupa, tapa, shruta, oja, teja, prabhava, bala, paurusha, buddhi, yoga. These 12 qualifications, which are considered so glorious in the eyes of materialists, they are of no relevance for Krishna. Bhaktyat tosha bhagavan gajayuthapaya. The Lord is impressed only with bhakti, nothing else. Have that sincere devotion for Krishna. A grain of devotion is greater than a mountain of accomplishment. When we accomplish so many things, but when there is no devotional feeling within, that accomplishment is like a mere material accomplishment. Right? Of course, when it is done for Krishna, directly or indirectly, definitely Krishna is merciful on that person also. But Krishna is more pleased when you have a devotional attitude. Right? Isn't it? He may give a concession to somebody who did lot of service, although it may not be with the right feeling. But still, he's more excited when we do it in the right mood, right? Appropriate mood. So let's cultivate that mood. Let's please Krishna. Let's not focus on externals. Let's not overemphasize on the external show or external glare of certain activities, spiritual activities, and miss the essence or miss what truly matters to us. Vyadhasya charanam dhruvasya chavayo vidya gajendrasya ka kubjaya kimunama rupamadhikam kim tadsudam nodhanam vamshah ko vidurasya yadavapater ugrasya kim paurusham bhaktya tushyati kevalam nacha gunaihi bhakti priyo madhava. Vyadhasya acharanam. A hunter named Vyadha, what achar vyavahar does he know? He is not very well equipped with knowledge of culture and etiquette. Vyadhasya acharanam. Therefore, culture and etiquette and our background are not enough to please Krishna. Dhruvasya chavayo. Is age a qualification to please Krishna? No. Dhruva is a 5-year-old boy. Prahalad is a 5-year-old boy. Narada Muni in his past life, when he pleased Krishna, he was also a 5-year-old boy. Uddhava was a child, he could please Krishna at that time. Parikshit, he was a small child, he could please Krishna. Dhruvasya cha vayo, age is not a criteria. Vidya gajendrasya ka, species. You have to be human being only? Not necessarily, even animals can please Krishna. Kubjaya kimu nama rupam adhikam. Is beauty, physical beauty, a prerequisite to please Krishna? Not at all. Kubja was a hunchback woman. Kim tad sudham no dhanam. Is wealth, property a qualification to please Krishna? No, Sudama was a very, very poor Brahman who cannot afford even one handful of poha also to offer to Krishna. His wife went and begged that poha from neighboring houses and he offered it to Krishna. Right? Wealth is not a criteria. Beauty is not a criteria. Education is not a criteria. Gajendra is not a Pandit. Vamshah ko avidurasya yadavapater ugrasya kim paurusham. Vamsha, your dynasty, your family background, is that a qualification to please Krishna? No. Vidura was a Dasiputra. His physical strength and courage and expertise in battle, is that a qualification to please Krishna? No. Ugrasena was not a warrior, not a popular warrior. How many battles did he fight? Vasudeva, how many battles did he fight? But they are great devotees of Krishna. Bhaktya tushyati kevalam na chagunaihi bhakti priyo madhava. Only bhakti, only sincere devotion pleases to Krishna, because bhakti priyo madhava, not vitta priyo madhava, not panditya priyo madhava, not rupa priyo madhava, bhakti priyo madhava. Madhava loves someone who has a sincere devotional attitude within. So let's try to cultivate that. Many things are there in this world to distract us from cultivating that devotion unto Krishna. We may be attracted to the external glare of certain things and we may miss what truly matters to us. That is our own devotional connection with Krishna. And that devotional bonding can be developed by sincerely chanting the holy names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We may get medals by accomplishing so many things in Krishna's service, but nobody will give us a medal when we chant. It's not recognized many times. But that is a very, very important way of connecting with Krishna. Of course, service has its role to play. Service done with a devotional attitude is what is expected, not just service done. Service done with the right consciousness is what is expected. And preparing that consciousness is possible by effectively chanting the holy names of Krishna. And Shravanam, Kirtanam are the foundational processes, foundational practices to make our services more effective. So with this we'll conclude. It's little beyond 9:10. I'm 2-3 minutes beyond time. Sorry for that. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Should we take questions? Or? Do we have time to take questions, Prabhu? Yes, here it says 9:10. You should complete before, including questions. Prabhuji, I saw him first. We should give him preference.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the wonderful class and describing the glories of the holy name. I wanted to ask if you can relate some personal experiences with regards to experiencing, the bliss of holy name or the sweetness of holy name.
Not yet. I am also struggling to do yato nischalati manaschanchalamassthiram tatastato niyamyaitat atmanyeva vasham nayet. I am also trying to bring the mind back. But whatever little experience is there in our attempt to attentively chant the holy names, that ended up in deep satisfaction. The satisfaction of sincerely chanting the holy names is considered greatest satisfaction or one of the most effective ways of getting satisfied rather than in comparison to many other sources of satisfaction. So there are very few moments like that in life. But I'm also struggling sadhaka to control my mind, to focus, to concentrate on the holy name. Thank you.
Prabhuji, in 4.9 Bhagavad-gita, Krishna says, Janma karma cha me divyam, evam yoviti tattvata. So, what's the tattva that Krishna is talking about? What's the subject matter of it?
So, tattvataha means in truth. You understand the real, essential truth of my appearance and activities. So, we may understand the causes of Krishna's descent, Krishna's activities and Krishna's appearances in an external plane. So today only we analyzed a lot. So Krishna appeared to destroy demons. Is that the essential reason, the most important reason? He came to reclaim all of us, to perform some pastimes with his devotees, intimate devotees, so that we get attracted to his pastimes. He is coming here to advertise, to canvas, to allure all our hearts to his eternal pastimes. That we need to understand. Oh, he has come here just to destroy the demons. That's a superficial or external understanding. But the deeper understanding is, he's interested in my relationship. Although I am not interested in his relationship, he is trying to inspire me to develop some interest in his relationship. That's why he has come. Tattvataha. You go deeper into Krishna's intentions, Krishna's mood, Krishna's mind in appearing or in acting in various ways. So, same thing. You can always analyze the causes of Krishna's various leelas, various pastimes from multiple perspectives. Some are very, very deep perspectives, deep reasons. Some are like external, normal, conventional reasons. They are also important, but we should be able to understand the deeper reasons, deeper secrets of Krishna's appearances and activities. Last question. I saw him.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you very much. So my question is regarding this chapter, external reasons for the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and next chapter is internal reasons. So does this external and internal refers to less important or more important reasons, or
both are important? External reasons are important for the conditioned souls. We are, at least I am a conditioned soul. So because they are external reasons, eho bahya, I am not interested in it. Let me explore the internal reasons. Mahaprabhu wants to experience Radha Bhav, and we may enter into that deeper without sufficiently purifying ourselves, right? So external and internal, both are important, but as far as relevance to conditioned soul is concerned, both are relevant, but external reason where Krishna appeared to inspire us to chant the holy names of Krishna and establish Yoga Dharma and give us Vraja Prema, they are also important and most relevant for us from our situation. Okay? But Mahaprabhu has his own private and confidential reasons of experiencing Radha Bhav, which is very high for a conditioned soul. Now we need to understand that, but we may not be able to act on that platform. But external reasons, we should immediately be able to implement it. Chant the holy names of Krishna. So both are important. We cannot minimize the importance of both. But from Krishna's perspective, yes, he has a deeper purpose rather than just establishing Yoga Dharma. From our perspective, of course, his external reason is more relatable to us.
Means from Krishna's perspective, internal reasons are more important.
Yeah. We'll conclude here. Should we take your question? It's 9:20. I don't want to delay prasadam. We can connect one to one. Thank you very much. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.